My crush used my face to promote her scam. After I laughed at her MLM pitch, then said, "You humiliated me for free. I made sure you'd pay for it." When I asked why, she smirked and said, "Because even frauds deserve revenge." I just stared at her. That was 3 months ago. Today, she was sobbing alone outside the courthouse, while her parents paid my judgment in full. I still remember the night I downloaded Tinder. I was 8 beers down, in my house all alone, with no one to talk to. And that's how I met Isabella. Not only was she beautiful, but we clicked straight away, which, if you've ever downloaded that forsaken app, you know is rare. Drunk me was convinced that she was the love of my life. We literally stayed up all night talking, texting back and forth. I don't think I even left the messages app. I think when we were 2 hours in, I asked to FaceTime, but she seemed apprehensive, so I didn't push her. At that point, she could have looked like Shrek, and I still would have been happy to be with her, because she seemed like everything I'd ever wanted. But I guess she was really insecure, because it took a month of convincing and reassuring before we finally met up. And when we did, I could see why. Because she had dwarfism. Well, I didn't care. In fact, it wasn't even the first thing I noticed. She had these icy blue eyes paired with a beautiful smile, but she didn't feel the same way. "Ugh, am I worse than what you were expecting?" she asked, completely embarrassed. I smiled and kissed her forehead. "You are perfect." She blushed, and we walked to the cafe I had planned for us. But turns out her dwarfism wasn't her only surprise, because that's when she pulled out a 2-inch thick binder full of lighting fixtures. My eyebrows furrowed, completely unsure where Isabella was going with this. At first, she painted it as me supporting her hobby, but as she continued to speak, I realized what was going on.